The United States and Canada share one of the world's most significant bilateral trade relationships, deeply rooted in mutual economic dependence. Recent developments, however, have introduced tensions that underscore the complexities of this partnership. American dependence on Canada. The U.S. relies heavily on Canada for various essential commodities and services. In 2024, the total goods trade between the two nations was estimated at $762.1 billion, with U.S. imports from Canada totaling $412.7 billion. This trade deficit of $63.3 billion highlights the U.S.'s substantial reliance on Canadian goods. Energy is a cornerstone of this dependence. Canada is the largest foreign supplier of crude oil to the U.S., accounting for 60% of its oil imports. Despite the U.S. producing over 13 million barrels of crude oil daily, its refineries require approximately 16.5 million barrels per day to maintain production levels. Canadian crude, often heavier and more viscous than U.S. shale oil, is essential for optimal gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel production. Beyond energy, the U.S. imports significant quantities of passenger cars, auto parts, electronics, and agricultural products from Canada. This diverse import portfolio underscores the multifaceted nature of American dependence on Canadian goods. Appnews.com. Canada's response to U.S. tariffs. In early 2025, President Donald Trump announced a 25% tariff on all imports from Canada and Mexico, with a 10% tariff exemption for Canadian energy imports, effective March 4th. This move, justified by concerns over illegal immigration and drug trafficking, threatens to disrupt the intricate trade balance between the two countries. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau responded swiftly, warning of a forceful but reasonable immediate response if the tariffs are implemented. Canada announced retaliatory tariffs on a range of U.S. goods, including cars, auto parts, electronics, and agricultural products. These measures aim to counteract the economic impact of the U.S. tariffs and signal Canada's readiness to defend its economic interests. The Canadian government also unveiled a $155 billion tariff package targeting U.S. imports, emphasizing its commitment to protecting Canadian industries and jobs. This package includes tariffs on goods such as orange juice, bourbon, and electricity, strategically selected to impact regions in the U.S. that are politically significant. Cultural and public sentiment. The trade tensions have permeated Canadian society, leading to symbolic gestures of national pride and subtle forms of protest. For instance, Canadian coffee shops have humorously renamed the Americano coffee to Canadiano, a move initiated by British Columbia-based company Kicking Horse Coffee. This trend has been embraced by many cafes across Canada, serving as a lighthearted assertion of Canadian identity amid the trade disputes. Public sentiment in Canada has also shifted, with a recent poll indicating that 1 in 4 Canadians now views the U.S. as an enemy, and 74% hold an unfavorable opinion of President Trump. This marks a significant change from previous years, reflecting the growing strain in bilateral relations. Quarterly.org Economic Implications. The imposition of tariffs and subsequent retaliatory measures have raised concerns about economic repercussions on both sides of the border. Industry experts warn that U.S. consumers could face higher costs, with car prices potentially rising by $3,000 and increased gasoline prices due to tariffs on Canadian crude oil. The American fuel and petrochemical manufacturers have cautioned against such policies, emphasizing the potential threat to North American energy security. In Canada, the tariffs could impact industries reliant on U.S. imports and exports, potentially leading to job losses and economic slowdown. The Canadian government's retaliatory measures aim to mitigate these effects and protect domestic industries. Conclusion. The recent trade tensions between the U.S. and Canada highlight the complexities of their economic interdependence. While the U.S. relies heavily on Canadian imports, particularly in energy and manufacturing, Canada's swift and strategic responses underscore its readiness to defend its economic interests. The situation remains fluid, with both nations navigating the delicate balance between cooperation and conflict in their trade relationship.